Well, I've always painted portraits, right back from my earliest memories. But of course I probably didn't call them portraits. It was just natural for me to draw and paint everything I saw. And even now I don't like to think of myself as specifically a portrait painter. It's just part of the gamut of art that I'm interested in. So portraits has been like that for me. It's such a wonderful thing to do, to start something that you can continue over a period of time. It's so exciting, and you wake up ready to go, and at the end of every sitting you think, oh, I've got to wait 8 hours or something before I can start this again. And it's such a lovely thing to have in your life. And it's been there right through. I can't imagine ever being not excited by painting somebody's portrait. In the early days I used to, and I still do, I studied anatomy. I got really good anatomy books. So I wanted to know what was inside the body as well as outside. And I was particularly interested in the structure of a bone, for instance, says so much about the way an arm can be drawn or painted. And the structure of each muscle, the beauty of say an arm when you flex it and extend it, just the subtle changes in the muscle shape, and how that affects the silhouette of an arm. It's the extraordinary coincidence of beauty with structure and function has always fascinated me. So in those early days I would go to, I was living in Melbourne at one stage, and I got permission to go to the Monash University and study the skeletons and the bodies, the dead bodies, the cut open bodies, because I had a real desire to look inside the human body. I came from a farm, and I spent a lot of time looking inside of sheep's bodies and sorting out the organs and everything. And but I wanted to look inside the human body, and I did that at Monash, and I drew baby skeletons, sections that they had there. And along with that I wanted to study form and light. This is not just for portraiture, this is for everything, this is for landscape. Just painting the world. And that's how I see it. I've never set out to be just a portrait painter.
So you did your schooling in the country area?
Yes. One of the things that helped enormously at school, even at primary school, I remember we were in grade 6, so we were only about 10. We started a course we did woodwork and drawing, and we'd have to go over to the high school to do this, but it was wonderful because in woodwork, of course, we were using our hands to make things. And, in drawing, it was divided into object drawing and dimensional sketching. And in dimensional sketching we learned all about perspective, and object drawing we learned how to draw from our 3 dimensions the object. And so by the time we were 10 or 12 we had a firm understanding of perspective, and in a way that not too many people have got, not too many adults have got, and not too many artists have got, I've discovered, because I teach now, and people who've been painting all their lives come along to me, and it surprises me that they don't understand anything about perspective and object drawing in the sense that we did as 10 to 12-year-olds. So that was really important for me. I've always, it helped me to be fascinated with the visual image. And I've seen it, and to see its link with the history of art. It doesn't mean that I'm not interested in art that chooses to work outside of the visual image, or without perspective. That interests me too. But my soul is quickened by the exploration of that visual world and perspective, which I don't think about these days, but the rendering of distance and form in space and movement in a natural visual world and a natural tactile world as well has always interested me. Hence my sort of long-term fascination with, for want of a better word, realism.